Off-board setup. Does it say half hex? This is the thing. Yeah, whenever two boards up hexes, blah blah. That's grid coordinates. Mapboard edge half hexes not butted together to form a full hex are still playable and have the same effect as full hexes. Units allowed to set up enter anywhere on a given board may set up enter on that board's half hexes only if that half hex is either part of another board on which it is allowed to set up enter or is not butted against another half hex. So you can get onto it, you just can't set up on it.
Yeah, it's treated as part of the map board, so I have to spend a point to get onto it, basically.
Yeah. The only other thing to keep in mind, since it's going to be, I guess, less apparent, just because I used so I used overlays because they exist and it just keeps map clutter down a little bit. So the drifts, the drifts occur by SSR, yada yada.
They're hex side, yeah. They actually are just the hex side that they're facing, right?
Yeah. So as to face the direction of the wind, that doesn't apply here. A drift hex side requires all of a unit's movement factors and moving points to cross, and also requires a vehicle to take a bog check with deep snow DRM.
So question, for example, 27 CC1, which hex side is that drift covering? Is it the CC1, CC2 hex side?
Yeah, so it's covering CC2. So I don't know why they made the overlay this way. It's kind of the same with the actual counters themselves. Let's see if I can try to find whether it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's reasonably obvious. I think I can figure it out. That was the only one I'm kind of looking at it going, I guess I could kind of go either way. But yeah, it's mostly covering that the hex side between CC1 and CC2 there. So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just there's one that gets like really weird. I kept having to like look at it again. I think it was I think it's R2. That one kind of looked just weird to me. I think it looks weirder in the on the counter, but in any case.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right. And it counts as a hedge if I remember correctly. Like it's got some funky rules for vehicles and things like that, but in terms of hindrance and stuff, it's considered a hedge.
Yeah, treated as a hedge unless a wall roadblock hexide or roadblock hexide also appeared as the coexist there. Yada yada yada. Cool. Anything else to keep in mind right away? I got the environmental conditions. Oh, hand to hand is in effect, so either one of us is allowed to call for it. All buildings are wooden, so there shouldn't be any stone buildings. Horses, sledges, tachankas can't enter gully locations, so just like be mindful of that. Tachankas use sledge movement over snow, so gotta remind ourselves of that. And then there's like that huge paragraph for the White Russian 10-3.
Yeah, basically what it boils down to is he has to stay in a vehicle, and he's got some other funkiness, like he can direct a fire group with using his leadership DRM. So yeah,
right.
Because he's a dude that's got severe frostbite in his feet and legs, so he's sitting in a vehicle with a machine gun.
God, what a poor bastard.
So, question. I know the fortified buildings can be hidden, but can the wire and the what is it, hasty
roadblock? Yeah. So essentially, what happens is as soon as they get into line of sight, fortifications don't have the ability to conceal, so they'll get revealed, and that applies for all fortifications.
The ice hangers, which is annoying.
Yeah, ice hangers are they act like normal sangers. Apparently, they can be set up hip, so it's like it's like when I pick the side afterwards when I was starting to read the SSRs, it's like, okay, so if I have like 4 ice sangars and I get hip and I have my guns, like all of those hip, like for free. So it's like that's yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out.
And I can't actually unhip the ice sangers. That's the interesting part.
Oh, I should be able to. If not, I'll just put one on top and we'll know what it is.
No. I mean, I have to actually be at level 1 or better in order to see them. Line
Oh
of sight
yeah, yeah,
ground level doesn't count; they have to be above it.
yeah.
So
Which
it's
is
going into the buildings. It's
and like the only way to see it is like with line of sight on it. So if you don't, even if you don't have line of sight, or even if you do have the level, if you don't have the line of sight, it doesn't do anything. LVP
so. I did have a question. S1 there. That's I'm gonna guess that's a frozen pond.
Hill. I only discovered that by looking at like another map thing.
That's cemetery.
Yeah. Is it 7? Yeah, 7. P Rex -4. And then I have yeah. So the only thing to be aware is instead of it's 21, you need 17, and it's possible that if I bring in my reinforcements on turn 6, I think it is, should be 6, yeah. That could potentially decrease the LVP requirements by an extra 1. So.
Yep. Nope. I got it.
Cool. Let me just double check the fortification stuff. Just before, in case that might affect.
I mean, it's not really going to affect my setup. I was curious whether they could be set up hidden or I know they keep you concealed, but I know like fortified buildings you are hit until they're you try and get into them basically, or they're used, I should say.
Fortifications in concealment terrain may always set up hidden and remain hidden until use of its protective TEM is claimed, or a unit therein loses its concealment, or a good order enemy ground unit gains a LOS to its location and is within 16 hexes.
Okay, so yeah, that's fine.
Cool. All right. Well, without further ado, weather.
The weather gets interesting now because if you roll a 10 or better, it starts snowing.
Yes. And then that's going to affect. Oh, is there already? There's falling snow, right?
No. Well, that's interesting. It says falling snow is possible, so I'm reading that as saying it's not snowing, but that it could.
Oh yeah, okay. Weather's overcast.
I think I can go either way, but that's how it reads to me.
No, yeah, you've got it correctly. I didn't read it properly. Cool. So falling snow possible, overcast. We should. Well, at least I might try this just because, but we should check E13, which is on a original weather roll of 11. Oh, it's on a whenever SAN is qualified. Never mind. That would take forever to do that. I always thought it was on the weather check.
E13? What?
So there's a rule E13. It might actually not be in the electronic one. I'd have to double check. In the online one I have, E13 is the infamous lightning strike rule. So anytime you would roll an original 11 instead of 12s, you generate like an anti-SAN, and essentially you're potentially hitting things with lightning. It's dumb. For whatever reason, I always thought it was on a weather roll. But yeah, that adds a lot more. I didn't on a smaller map or a smaller set of units or whatever, it would probably be more appropriate.
So yeah, wait a second. Wind change DR.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have too much in terms of wind change DR because there's 2, 10, 11, 12 will be the only ones possible, and really the 10, 11 is for falling snow. Almost.
Nothing right up Oh, we need to put down snipers.
Oh yeah, right. Uh, where's my Italian stuff? Sniper.
Got one other already off the top of the map there.
Oh. Oh yeah. I think I prepped that one. I'll just put it there, since it doesn't necessarily matter for me.
So I think this is a problem
Why?
because we put the same sniper activation number.
Sand 3, Sand 3. No, shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
It just means we have to be a little bit more cognizant as to who's activating. Both the same ELRs too. That's funny.
I can put it there, right?
Yeah. As long as it fits 6 different occupied hexes within 6 hexes. Red Russians. Human Wave by Commissar only. I've got some. Where's my thing? I got some funky stuff. White Russians. Do you got anything special? Should. Commissar Exchange not applicable. May deploy on setup. May use Japanese MMG shock troops.
Dare death squads.
Oh, only allowed by SSR. Oh, okay.
And yes, I can get them. I believe that's the end of that big long. What's it? SSR 6.
Oh, cool. White Russian Commissars. Treated as Commissars for Rally. Cool. Commissar CVP, which. No, that's only capturing, so better.
Yeah, just I was reading through the stuff again. I think our MMGs are a little less, or they're weird.
What's the PDF show?
Well, I'm looking at it's rule number 1 at the start of the
right
the special rules. It says that rule G1.611 applies to every MMG.
The captured one? Or the one about captures? Or am I looking at the wrong story?
So,
oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Cool.
so it applies. So I'm guessing what it says that the breakage number and the multiple rare fighter is loaded by 1 for all our MMGs.
So the idea is that only crews should be the ones that that use MMGs, because it says being fired by a Japanese squad or half squad. Crews aren't considered half squads; they're considered crew.
Yeah, they're a separate thing. So I think we have. I think we haven't been kind of paying attention to that a little bit, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not.
I don't think it's necessarily come up, but yeah, you're right. I also don't think we've been paying attention to the no cowering one, but I don't think that's changed all that much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's been that big a deal. Usually, when we've been cowering, it's done. And I'm kicking myself because I could have thrown smoke last one.
What unit had smoke?
All U.S. Army squads.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because last one was the I had the Americans. That's why.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, the one before that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was confused.
I mean, either of us really, but yeah.
I'm kind of just like I suck at using infantry smoke. That's my problem, really. I need to like develop the habit of using it better.
So yeah, I don't have any routing. My units are set up. I don't think you have any rally stuff either, do you?
No, everything's already done.
I have no prep fire.
Also, Happy New Year, buddy. 1920. We're getting there.
Jesus, yeah, only what 19 more years to get into World War II.
Well, 16 if you're being generous. If you include the Sino-Japanese stuff.
Well, that's true. Yes, I shouldn't be denigrating that, but yeah.
Oh, and Spanish Civil War, I guess.
How many scenarios are we looking at before we hit World War II, roughly?
Oh my god, it's like I want to say it's like 40. Might be wrong.
Well, that's honestly not too bad. I was expecting triple digits, to be honest.
Triple? No, no, no. But my Google is or my Chrome is locked up right now for whatever reason. So I'll check once I get a moment. There we go. 30. We'll be generous. 44 till the first scenario of 1936, which technically is we'd have to go Mongolian, Japanese, Italian, Ethiopian, Republican, Spanish to there we go. 52. So.
So we're talking like end of next year sometime, roughly.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
We're doing about one a week, so yeah.
Yeah, I'd say conservatively one every 2 weeks. If it depends, obviously, it fluctuates on how big scenarios are, whatever. But we are going to come across like 2 big ones in the near future. So, and the 3-player one. So yeah, ways to go.
Yeah, we do.
I should change the name of this project to like World War II via ASL in real time.
It starts sometime in 2 years.
By the time we get to 1945, it'll be 2045.
Hopefully, they'll have improved Vassal at that point. All right, I'm CXing these dudes. I didn't put anybody concealed because I figure they're pretty much going to be spotted instantly as soon as they move on, since there is no cover.
I mean, I feel like you should still do it just so that because if I don't shoot at anybody, they won't technically lose it, right?
No, I think just because I'm moving, because I'm not going to be assault moving, so there's no, and I don't have a concealment train. It's just.
I have to reveal somebody is real though. But whatever.
I mean, we'll see. I mean.
At worst, we'll just have to remember to put concealment gains at the end of your turn.
Yeah, I'll go for that. That'll work. Let's see. Fortunately, we haven't figured out how to put on white clothing.
It just didn't exist back then. White clothing was for wedding dresses only.
I can't even throw a sheet over my shit. All right, so as far as I can tell, the only movement effect on infantry or cavalry is for elevation normal changes, which I don't have to worry about at the moment.
For ground snow, yeah.
So. So this is regular move.
Okay.
1.
Hmm?
2.
Yep.
5. Or 2, 3.5. It's Pinewoods.
Is it Pines?
Yep.
Man, so unused to having pine woods. All right, 3.5.
Yeah, R2, all paved roads are plowed, all woods are pine woods,
Gotcha.
and the entire northern border is steppe terrain,
Yeah.
which doesn't have any effect as far as I can tell.
It changed like the brush type whatever, so that's about
No,
it.
it changes the scrub, which that is not.
Yeah, but it changed the scrub into brush, and I think it was Hamada into the woods.
Which there's neither Hamada nor scrub on this particular map board, so I don't think it actually has any effect. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.5, 5.
Okay. And yeah, the when you're setting up the maps, you can change it. They're automatically changed on the map. That's why you don't see them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that would explain it. Yeah. One,
Okay.
2,
Mm-hmm.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4.5.
Okay. I'm just gonna do a silent check, just because I want to see. Yep, that sees it. This on hips, and did I not? Sorry, I gotta double check something here. Gotta call this there. Cool. There.
Okay.
And I want to say you can see this thing, because I think it's on the hex side, so I think you can see into that one particular spot.
One,
Mm-hmm.
2,
Okay.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4,
Mm-hmm.
5, 6.
Okay.
One,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4, 5.
Okay.
One,
Okay.
2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the drift is on this hex side, so
Yeah, no, it's on the CC9 or whatever.
4,
Mm-hmm.
5,
Mm-hmm.
7.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4.
Okay.
1,
Mm-hmm.
2,
Mm-hmm.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4.
Okay.
Over to you.
Hmm. No defensive. Advanced fire phase.
None for me. No routing, I don't think.
Nope.
I changed my mind.
Okay.
No close combat. Over to you.
Weather. Okay. If a wind change dice roll over 10 occurs while it is already snowing, okay, it's not snowing.
So I think it starts snowing.
Okay, so we have falling snow. I wonder if there's a counter for that. Other weather. Ground snow. Alright, well, cool. Ground snow and falling. But 12 means gusts, which I think is going to affect drifts or may create drifts.
Yeah, I think a little bit of both, and we need to do wind direction as well. I think because we don't have one currently.
All right, let's see here.
It's going to take us longer to do the weather than it does.
To the turn, yeah. Addition, blazes, yep, not applicable. Collapse. They do really have it in the E3. Gusts.
Well, so we automatically have mist.
A drift is also created in one hex of each map board at the start of any rally phase in which, prior to the wind change dice roll, heavy winds or gusts were in force in combination with.
Prior to. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially, next turn. We'll have to remember. On your turn. Is there anything else? I don't think so. No, so there'll be drifts next turn. Cool.
And there is mist.
There's mist. How do we get mist?
If there is falling snow.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm thinking, what does LV stand for? Visibility.
I think so. LV, yeah, low visibility.
All right, so 3.711, falling snow automatically causes mist.
Gotcha. So we have to remember there's a +1 to shots, and because it's a hindrance, it also essentially is going to negate interdiction. All right.
Yeah, but we get a +1 if it's over 6 hexes, I believe. Yeah, it's only if it's 7 hexes or more that the attacks at 7 hexes or more.
Okay. I have no actions for rally phase.
Neither do I.
Prep fire, no prep. Movement.
Do we need to change wind force or the gusts to something? Wasn't it gusty?
No, gusts don't change. Don't act as wind change. That's only on a 2.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Unfortunately. I'm essentially going to be moving these 2 guys. So 1, 2, bypass 4, or 3, sorry, and then 4. Is that a wall? No. Okay, good.
Would you have to bypass 2 hex sides? That one and that one?
You can essentially bypass and pay to get to 1 the way that it's way that it looks like in the chart for me.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. I was just curious. I wasn't.
And then guide in Wi-Fi will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just wants to move. Hmm. I will have P2 is going to go into O3 for 2. I'm pretty sure there's no line of sight because the hedge will block it.
That's fine.
And then into N3 for 3.
I'll check LOS for that.
Sure. I think the likeliest will be X6. Clear? Perfect. Ah, damn. It's a conscript.
Okay.
And that's it. Defensive fire.
None.
No advancing, no routes. Advanced phase. Conscripts will go into N3 or M3. T5 goes into S5, and these guys go into V5. No CC, end of my turn. I don't think anybody has a line of sight on this guy.
Yeah, X6 will be the only one, I think. Yeah, I don't think
So-
A6 can see.
So I will reconceal. And that's it.
Okay, do I have to put my troops out before or after the weather roll?
Personally, I don't think it matters. For me, anyways. Like I don't care either way.
Okay, now let's do the weather roll then. Get out of the way. No change.
And almost forgot. We got to do the drifts. So the way that I was doing drifts is I think it's just 1 gusts. What's the thing about gusts?
Yeah, there's just one. A drift is also created in 1 hex of each map board.
Yeah, so how we do this is there's a button on the window. Click on it. M. So we'll say that was for board 27. So I think because there's no wind, it's going to be random, just like last time. So I'll just grab.
Oh, wait a second. Let's see. So it's going to go on M, so it goes on M5.
Yeah.
We make a random location DR to determine the hex where the drift counter will be permanently placed.
Yeah, so follows the same rules as sniper. So 1, 2. I'm not sure if it can go in. Is it just a clear hex? Putting in hex. Oh no, that's fine. Okay, and then because there's
always supposed to face the direction the wind is blowing. If there is currently no wind, make a random direction DR to determine the wind's last direction.
So it will face that way. And then on the bottom board, R. So it'll go into R5. Clone, R5. Direction distance, 6, 1. Goes here.
Also facing direction 3. You don't need to roll again for that.
And faces upwards. Now, can it...
No. That determined the previous wind direction.
No, I'm Isn't it just you do it for everyone?
The way I'm reading it is we're determining the wind's last direction, right? So my interpretation is that the
Oh,
wind is the same for both of them.
I think I was doing it the way that the SSR was doing it.
Yeah, the SR explicitly says,
Yeah.
you know, even though it says to do this, contrary to E751. So
Okay.
yeah.
So let's do. There you go. Now, is it allowed to be placed there in a road hex? Is the question. Because the road hex is plowed. Where's my plowed?
I think so.
Deep snow, cavalry, or network. Yeah, doesn't say so. Okay, cool. I guess the intention is that like snow is now like piled up, even though after it got plowed or whatever.
Yeah. So
Cool.
it'll just someone will have to just bust through it and get bobbed.
If only I had tanks.
I felt I gotta have a use for my Chanka somehow.
We need Shermans with the hetero cutters, but they use them for snow removal.
That's true. I'm thinking I've got a modern game that I'm looking at, and like every fourth tank has a plow on it.
Oh yeah.
All right, now this is where it gets butt ugly. Watch my units get chewed to pieces here.
Hey, you never know.
Sorry, I did have this all figured out, and then I have just completely changed my mind in the turn and a half we've played.
Yeah, no worries. It's all because of those conscripts revealed that went into M3. I get it.
Honestly, no, it's because of the pillbox. Why not? We'll go wide. I guess we got to learn the fire lane rules at some point, right?
I mean, as long as it's flat terrain and there's no hills in the way.
Which there isn't. And I'm honestly expecting you've got some hip units up on that hill.
They'd be open ground.
Not if they were in an ice sanger. I think that's it for rally. I don't think we've got any rallies going on yet.
Yeah, I got nothing.
We'll prep fire. Event. This is regular movement.
Okay. 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 All right. Okay. 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 Shot there. 6 flat. Miss. They're gonna subsequent. Since it. Actually, no. Whatever. Go first fire.
Okay. Is everything all right?
Yep. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, you're good.
I hope it's clear. I'm assuming that it's clear what movement I'm doing, so I'm not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if I had questions, I'll let you know.
It's not like there's a lot of terrain differential going on here. I have a dumb question. Is there a gallop marker?
Just mark them as CX. then it's just a matter of if it's the horses you're galloping, then just make sure that that's the counter that the CX will remain on. Is anything else visible? I don't think so.
One.
Okay.
They're galloping.
Okay.
So that's 8 to there.
Mhm.
I'm going to dismount.
Okay.
And let's see, I didn't even have to gallop theoretically. That's 50% of my movement, so that's 2 movement points off that, plus 1 for the dismount, so they stay where they are, basically. Or do they count as CXing as well?
No, they're not CX, but I also don't think. I don't think it takes in any way their move.
Yeah, it does. For every 25% of the course's movement, you lose a movement factor off the infantry.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That's why you can gallop 15 and then jump off, because that gives you, your gallop is 20 movement points,
Right.
and then that gives you the enough to get off. That gives you 1 movement point to get off.
So if you, so that's not even half, right? Because that's is it fractions rounded down?
Yeah, I think it's fractions rounded down. So yeah, even though it's less than 10, it still counts as 50% of their movement. So they're going to lose 2 movement factors off the infantry, which drops them down to 2. Then 1 to jump off the horse, which puts them at 1. You know what? I will CX the infantry to give them an extra point. And we'll move into the. Okay.
Yep. And as you get there, you reveal this. Actually, maybe not that one, but whatever. And
That one, yes. That one, no, because of the HEP building there, I believe.
Yeah. Well, whatever. It's already revealed, so.
Okay.
And there's another one that you didn't reveal, and I need to do another blind one. No. Yeah, so you spot somewhere.
Two. Six, 7. And we'll do the dismount CX bit again.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry, these guys are galloping, just to be clear.
Okay. As you get there, just as a FYI, you reveal. And I forgot to do this last time, or whatever. And I need to. That's there. But yeah, otherwise you're good. Stop there, and I will try to shoot. That's clear. They will have to drop concealment, and it's a technically this. So it's a 4 firepower, down 2, up 1 for this mist. Range 7, yeah. So it's a 4 firepower, down 1. Rate of fire. So it's a 2 MC. And I think that should be against the forces too. Or it'll affect bailing out. This is. Oh, okay. You're always subject to a -2, however, not cumulative with fire. So same result because the plus for mist. Okay, so vehicle kill number. So what are we looking at here? So on 4, the vehicle kill number is 5. So is it 3? 1 horse sent.
Well, wait a second. Yeah, okay.
So so essentially, instead of the morale checks, we'll ignore those. You have to do random selection to determine which horse gets affected.
What? Why are you talking? There's only 1 horse.
Oh, it looked like. Sorry, I thought there was 2. Okay, so the rider of an eliminated horse must bail out after all MC reduction caused by the same attack has been resolved. Okay, if a squad horse counter is reduced. One horse counter suffers casualty reduction. Okay, so this horse becomes this.
No, I just killed.
A number of horses counters up to the highest
so the highest
number.
KIA is 2. So you're basically going to nuke the whole counter, I believe.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Multiple horse count, you remove it, but that whole horse counter, I believe, gets out. So
yeah, okay. And then so bailout. So bailout. Where's bailout? Bailout.
4.
D 6.24. Let's take an NMC. Be placed beneath the AIV. And marked with a pink counter. Okay. So what are we looking at here? Get back to cavalry. I just want to see if...
So cavalry is destroyed by that.
Yeah.
And the leader has to make an NMC. Which fails.
So they both will have to take an NMC, essentially.
No, I'm just going in order. So the demolition charge is destroyed.
On the bailing out? Shit.
Yep. Let's see. Any support weapon carried by a bailing out rider is eliminated if the carrying unit breaks or is eliminated prior to or after bailout.
Wow, that's super harsh. Even if you pass it, you still have to roll to see if it breaks.
Oh, yeah. And then the other unit has to make a morale check or get reduced.
Yeah.
It succeeds, but is pinned, but it's broken, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't pin. Alright. And I had rate of fire, so I won't shoot again. Actually, I can't shoot again, but they will not be marked. And
can't you shoot again? Certainly can shoot again, can't you?
I can shoot if you had paid 2 to get into that hex. So I could shoot again in the defensive fire, and also I can't leave residual because that would use up my rate of fire. Alright, 1 horse cavalry down. Feeling good about myself. It's just like the movies from the 70s and 60s and 50s. Oh shit, I also forgot. Yeah, you should be able to see that. So, root block there in CC7. Is there anything else? No. They'll drop concealment. Just letting you know, they have to drop concealment. But the movements, that's fine. As that guy moves there, I'll shoot at him. Is it over 6 or at 6? Ah, damn. That hits the trees. IFT, and rate of fire. So no shot, or couldn't hit, but rate of fire.
Pretty sure it's around there.
Yeah. They're fine. I'm not gonna shoot, but yeah, I can see it. Alright, well, there I know I can shoot him. Is it 5? Yeah. So is it range 6 or over 6 for mist?
Let me check 1 sec.
Mist. Over or equal to 7.
Greater or equal to 7.
So it's a down 2 shots. 8 on 4. Miss. And no rate. And doesn't break. It's also first fire. And 2 residual.
All right, here come the reindeer.
Can't believe Rudolph would betray me.
Let me know if you want to spot these guys from somewhere.
They're good for now.
Oops, sorry.
As they get there, I'm gonna force them to drop concealment from Q2. And sure, let's take a shot. 2 firepower. 2 firepower. It's within range. The 2 kill vehicle 2 kill is 4. So, is there a minus anywhere? I don't think there would be. Do they get? Because Tachankas count for horses, I think. Tachankas was that weird category. Chapter H, Allied Minor is there. Tachanka.
Treated as horse-drawn transport for all purposes except as noted.
A transport treated as a small target. Horse-drawn transport.
Unarmored, except that it's got a small.
Does it count it as? I guess my only question would be: does it count it for purposes of horsemen being shot at? The combined wagons are treated as one wagon in all respects. That's not that.
Non-ordnance or mortar attack is resolved on the star vehicle line of the IFT against both the vehicle and collaterally against its passenger's crew with the same DR.
But it doesn't count as like against cavalry. I guess not. Okay, so that was a 5. I'm gonna treat it as 5 flat since I don't know if it takes minuses or pluses. So it'd just be an
Well,
NMC.
it's infantry against vehicles, right?
Yeah. But they wouldn't get a +2 for crew exposed. Right? God, I feel like we did this last time. I don't know why this isn't sticking with me.
Versus unarmored vehicles, right? Using the same
correct.
IFDR after any applicable modification for any personnel target in the same location, unless using defensive first fire, non-ordnance attacks versus unarmed vehicles or horses affect all occupants of the target location, including infantry and other vehicles which are present in the same location. If that final DR is less than the kill number listed for the IFT-FP column used, the vehicle is eliminated. If it equals it, it's mobilized, and if it's greater than or less than or equal to half the kill number, it's eliminated as a burning wreck.
Right.
Which I don't think this can happen, but yeah. So what was your firepower? 4?
Yeah, it was, 2, sorry. So it would have been 1 over.
More or less, so you would have missed the vehicle. Right? The kill number is 4 per star vehicle.
But does it not affect the crew? It should affect the crew. Because the crew on there is a passenger.
Yeah, so they get a normal morale check, right? Is that what I'm reading?
D 5.6. No, that's not. Oops, that's not the right one. Unprotected crew. It is instead subject to PTC MCK KIA. If it breaks, it must route from the vehicle using normal infantry route procedures. So essentially, they'll be broken. The passenger crew will just be broken in the vehicle, and you can still drive the vehicle wherever. And then they'll
no. If they break, it has to route from the vehicle using normal infantry, except that it can use all of its route phase to be placed beneath the vehicle. The vehicle automatically stops when the crew breaks.
Yeah, but so so I guess what we're getting at is that there should be a role for the crew as well as the passenger. That's since it's not all one attack. So you would have to declare.
I thought you didn't. I thought it was all counted as one. You're attacked in the same manner as a truck. Yeah, a non-ordnance or mortar attack is resolved on the star line of the IFT against both vehicle and collaterally against its passenger's crew with the same DR.
Oh, okay. So then make 2 rolls, 1 for the crew and then 1 for the crew that's a passenger.
There isn't a crew that's a passenger. That's the inherent crew.
Tachanka should have a passenger as well.
No, that is the crew. They're not. There's nobody riding in it. Like they just get a 227 as their the guy's an inherent crew, I believe.
So unless they changed it, because the line in what was it, H36.13 says Tachanka starts each scenario with a 228 crew as a passenger. Because the idea is that the AAMG of the Tachanka can't be shot except by the passenger. It's like this really weird thing about Tachankas and like specifically only Tachankas.
Okay, so then that's fine. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying. So then number 4 in the historical special rules for the scenario. So I believe that instead of the 228, it's a 227 for me.
Passenger says now fallen 4. You mean like in your OOB?
No, in the very first page of the special rules for the whole pack.
Oh. Where is it? Tachankas. Apply except as amended. HSR 1.1 and 3.2 apply. Tachankas start with. Oh, okay. Sorry. Right. So, each snare with a 227 crew. Okay.
So that's correct. Then they have an inherent crew in addition to the 227 that's on them.
Yes. That's
Okay.
or the crew is 227. Because where's the infantry, the allied minor crew counters here? Because that's gonna allied crew 228s. That's why. So allied minors have 228s as what's the word I'm thinking of to represent their infantry crews, and 127s as vehicle crews. So the crew of the vehicle is a 227, not a 127. That's how I understand it.
Okay, so they're both 227. Like I'm a little confused as to what. So there should be a 227 riding it. Yeah, that's the machine gun crew.
So the 227 is the guys driving the horses, and the 228s are the guys who are shooting the machine guns.
Okay, all right. So another weird question: does the hit modifiers for vehicles apply?
See, that's the thing on the IFT. I didn't see anything that mentioned it versus unarmored.
Well, it's
And it's
the target
bugging me
size.
'cause-
It's got a -1 for the target, or +1, I guess, for the target size modifier because it's a small target. So I don't know. That's an excellent question.
TEM trucks. I need to look at fire attacks. Fire attacks. Is there an errata here that would make it simple for me?
I'm not trying to be difficult because I think if we figure this out, it's going to apply in a couple of other cases here shortly. So
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not seeing this as being problematic. I wish the example would have been better that they post, because all it says is 447 and 80 and a 512 MMG form a fire group during the prep fire. Attack a shell hole hex containing a squad and a truck that is transporting a half squad passenger. The original IFT DR is a 7. The 8 FP attack is resolved against the truck with no DRM because the TEM of a shell hole applies only to infantry. The final DR of 7 immobilizes the truck, and the half squad passenger suffers a 1 morale check in collateral damage, or in a general collateral attack. But it doesn't say anything about the vehicle, which is not cool. Firepower modifiers. Let's see if there's a there does not appear to be a chart for this, which is annoying. Leadership direction, which is not what I'm looking for. Column shifts is not what I'm looking for. Yeah, I think it. I don't think there's plus or minuses. I think that's just for. Because the biggest question would be first fire and non-assault movement, and if -1 DR versus moving infantry. So because it's not moving infantry, that wouldn't apply. Road use, what roads, no assault movement, still versus infantry. Target size. Target size.
So it looks like no, because this is a collateral attack, so D.8 is what you're looking for, I think, here.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the vehicle first, and it's all 2-hit DRMs. So, vehicle size doesn't count for IFT shots. So I think it's just a straight shot.
Yeah, just a straight shot, so that's fine. So it's a 5 on 2, which is a normal morale check. So
A collateral attack. Oh, right.
Which order I do it in?
Hold on. General, when a vehicle in its location where occupants are subject to incoming firepower, that vehicle is vulnerable. PRC can also be affected by attack. Yep. It is called collateral attack. Second way is via an attack that must specify a vehicle as a pre-designated target, with the PRC receiving secondary effects of that attack. Collateral attack is resolved as a separate attack versus the vehicle's vulnerable PRC immediately subsequent to the resolution of the attack versus the vehicle. Using attack same IFT, IFP, same original effects dice roll that resolve the attack versus the vehicle, and does not make. There's like a chart or whatever. Yeah, so they just each take an NMC. And
so I'll go 27228. That's all right with you?
Yeah, sure. Pass. Oh, that's hold on here. I just realized something, and we'll back check this in case it affected any other shots. Sands. That's my sand. And did I get a 3 anywhere? No, I got a 4. Did I get a 3 anywhere else? No. Alright. Sniper does not activate.
Do you add the sniper numbers in?
No, I think for some reason either they got wiped or I didn't put them in. But it should work now.
Okay. All right, so those guys are theoretically okay.
Yeah, they're all fine, and 1 residual. God, okay, I need to...
Charge. So attack me.
No, there won't be a residual. Only affects unless it's possible to affect once after the initial shot. Generally, residual only affects it a unit a second time, or it should affect it if it's if you're becoming more vulnerable. Is the way that it's written. Let's see if I can find the specific wording here. For fire group.
Stop, do I?
So a unit can be attacked by residual firepower only once per location, exception if since that first residual firepower attack. Oh, okay. It doesn't say from the residual one, or the one that placed the residual. I guess they just don't assume that people would change whatever. Okay. 1 residual. No. You're good.
Okay. Tazanka suck because I got to shoot out the ass.
Yeah, I know. That was a very frustrating part of the one where my Tachanka got like blown to bits immediately. I forget what the snare name was.
Yeah, so you get another attack on me because I turned again.
No, you. So I can't. Residual can't shoot at the same target, so to speak, more than once, unless you become more vulnerable. And turning doesn't make you more vulnerable.
Well, we will stop as well, just if in
Okay.
case it matters. There's no moving for extra cost for it, but no. Yeah, whip them, boys.
Yeah, 4 firepower is not bad. I don't want to get shot, that's for sure. They'll have to drop concealment as well. But otherwise, they're fine.
Drop it immediately. Sorry, that's 6 to there.
Okay.
7.
Mm-hmm.
8.
Okay.
Oh Lord, I think that's it for my movement. Light them up.
All right, where can I shoot, or do I want to shoot? Let's take residual off. Take the moves out. That's not worthwhile. They've already shot. Oh, my guys in HO will shoot at your leader in 447 adjacent, so it's 2 firepower up 1. Nope. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure. The unit in the pillbox on the left will reveal. Show its Russian MG, and we'll shoot. I think that's range. Was it 6? Yeah. So it's just a +1 on for firepower. I don't cower, and that's a good number. Those 4 firepower up 1, so 3 on 4, 2 MC, and I have rate. And both powers. Or when I was a 1 MC, never mind. By 1. I have a rate of fire. Now, who else do I want to attack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna try and shoot DD3 since I think that'd be the only one I might have LOS to. DD3, just sees it. 10 range. Doesn't cower, but it's an 8 on 4, which is a miss. And no rate. That's it for defensive firepower. Advancing. Oh, advancing firepower. Unless you didn't want to do any advanced firepower. Sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry, that's my bad.
Any shots?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Wasn't sure. I'm looking at photos of Tachankas in the wild. It's pretty crazy.
These two Chonkas will fire group, which I believe they can do.
Oh my god, there's a movie that features Tachankas. What? That's sick. Tachanka fire groups. Tachanka fire groups. Tachankas may form fire group as if they were half tracks.
So yeah, I think that is. The only vehicles that may be part of a multi-unit fire group are carriers / armored half-tracks, each of which must be CE and using its vehicular mounted non-ordnance weapons, which I am since they're AMGs.
Cool.
So that's going to be, I'm going to fire here. That's going to be
Does it
2.
Yeah, because it counts as halved, right?
Halved and halved.
Would it not be halved once just for because
It's advancing fire, so halved for that, and then halved for concealment, so they're down to 2.
Oh, sorry, right.
At 12.
I was thinking of that they were still somehow in motion, but that's not the case because they're cavalry. Okay,
You're stopped. The range is 5, so they don't have any snow effect there. So yeah, it's just going to be a 2 up to 2, I believe.
Yeah.
6 on 2 is a PTC.
Damn. Fake.
Fair enough. This one will fire there. This is going to be a 1 up 1.
Okay.
We are exactly at 6 hexes, so there's no snow effect. And nothing. That's it for now.
Okay.
Now I get screwed here. Okay.
Honestly, I think you're fine. I have no routes. These guys can route to. Can they route to B1?
That's the nearest woods. They can't route here because that's closer to the machine gun.
And if they get Yeah, even yeah. So they'll have a +1, so they can route to F3. Um, and then this guy can route away through Z2 because I don't have line of sight from the pillbox. I mean, if I choose to reveal that as a real unit, but if they're not, also it'd be long range fire, so it doesn't apply anyways.
So he's got a target back here, if I'm correct.
I believe so, yeah.
I guess that's as far as he can go. That's 5.
Yeah.
Leader says, "Uh-oh." And these guys, F3.
Yeah.
I think I have to go this route.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
And I think that's it.
I have no routes. Advance phase.
Sorry.
No worries.
Look something up. 1 second.
Okay.
Can vehicles advance?
No.
No. That means enough to mess with. Alright, that's it. No close combat. Over to you.
Weather. No. We got rally phase actions. None for me.
My leader, I believe, can self-rally.
Mm-hmm.
But does he lose DM at that point?
Yeah. Yeah, everybody who doesn't successfully rally loses DM. Unless you want to keep it specifically.
Yeah, no, that's all right. So that's it.
Does your guy in Z6 keep DM? Alright, prep fire. Well, if you're going to give me a pretty stack to shoot at, Z5 will shoot at CC2. It's a 4 up 1. Yep. 4 firepower up 1. That is a miss. You know what? That is the only one I'm worried about. K4 will shoot at Z3, which I think will be a +1. Yeah. So it's a +1 for firepower. 6 on 4. Might be a pentest check. NMC. And no rate. Damn. So pin break. Alright, I'll take it. Oh. Take those off.
Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you.
Oh, no worries. I just didn't want to wipe off my preps again. Squad in Q2 will shoot at the first Tachanka again. So it's a 2 firepower shot. That is a nope. Yeah, I think that's it. Movement phase. Guys in V5 will assault move to U5. I'm gonna have the guys in S5 assault move to level 1. Markers moved. That's fine. Age 0 will move, and they will go to I1 first for 1.
So how do we handle the half X there?
It is counted as I don't think the full hex is technically counted as woods, but I believe it's only the portion of the wood actually blocks it. So you don't draw like a mirror image to the other side.
Okay, so this guy is going to fire.
Okay.
And I believe that's going to be a 2. Either flat or down 1. He's not assault moving, right? Or is it?
Should be 2 down 2 because there's no hindrance.
Okay, yeah, 2 down 2. So 6 on 1 is nothing.
They then continue. Do I want to go? I don't think there's a better spot, so I2 for 2.
shots, so keep going.
And J2 for 3, and or if you want to do anything J2, let me know. Otherwise, we'll go to K3 for 4.
Okay.
No, you know what? They're fine there. And that's it for moves. Defensive fire.
These 2 units will fire group on that.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 2 up 1.
Okay.
The Chonkas will fire group on it as well.
Okay.
So they're going to be a 4 up 1. I believe.
Yeah. Because it's only half once.
So 5 on 4 is a 1 MC.
And unfortunately breaks.
N3 will take a shot at Q2 because why not?
Okay.
So it clips the brush and the house.
So just be it's a +3 shot.
So 4 up 3. Nothing. What's the bonus for pillbox again?
So the numbers on the pillbox, it's the first number is how many units can be inside. Second number is the protection, the TEM from the direction it's pointing. So any shots going that way only gets a +5. And 7 is everything else.
All right, we will fire from this squad
Okay.
at the pillbox. I believe that's going to be a 4 up 4, if I'm calculating that correctly. So squad plus LMG is
6.
2 plus 2. Was it going to be halved prior to? Is it 4 firepower and then 2 firepower or what?
Well, because you're not halved, right?
The squad is, yeah, I'm at 5 hex range there. So
sorry, right. Yeah, so it'd be 4 up 5, down 1 for the leader, so up 4.
4 4. And over to you.
All right. Advance fire phase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Route phase. My guy in NO is going to route. I believe I can route to 01. And then I should be able to route to here. And I think everybody has hindrance. And he's got the hedge and brush in P1. So it should block everything. And then he will continue. Yeah, he'll get the hedge bonus. So Q3, yeah, he'll get the hedge bonus. So that's 2 to get into the building, 2 to get into O2. And I might as well do O3 and then P3 for 6. Let me just double check to make
Wait a
sure.
sec. Shouldn't that be 2, 4, 6?
Scripts. Oh, right. God. Calculating wrong today. I don't know what's up. Let me just double check to see if conscripts, if they get less for that route. I don't think they get less. No. Alright, so he makes it into O3 and ends there. And I don't have anybody else broken.
We will route there.
Okay.
This guy is fine where he is. This guy, I think I can do that.
Getting into AA4 would be, because it's a drift hex side, so it would be all moon factors. Or does that not apply to
Machine guns, hex.
route?
Well, no, it's hindrance because it's more than 7, so I can move there normally, right?
Yeah, like essentially you would low crawl there.
Well, you're dictating, right?
No, so you get from Z3 to AA4 and just stop there because it's all your moon factors.
What I'm saying is, I think I can actually move through Z4.
Can I see Z4? Oh, actually, there'd be a hindrance. Yeah, okay, he's good.
So yeah, and if that, I'm sorry, I was thinking for whatever reason, I was thinking he can still be shot there, but he can't. So it's just 1, 2, 3, and then to there.
Yeah.
And I think that's everybody.
Okay. Advance phase. K3 is going to advance to L2.
Okay.
Q2 is fine where he is. P3 is going to move to Q3.
That leader in there.
Maybe. Or it's just a very clever ruse.
Sure.
Gonna get a higher level. No, he can stay there. And that's it. No CC. Rally phase turn 3.
Do you mind if I take a bio break here quick?
Oh yeah, sure. I think I'm good. Alright. So this one's going to be complex. There's still 5 more turns, technically 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 turns for both sides. Ugh. I'm feeling a little bit of pressure here. Now, the good thing for me is that a lot of this is open ground, so it'll be a lot about delaying him where possible. I'm hoping that these units will move. Some of them will move to the left. And I can just blow them up. And those hexes. These will be two nice surprises. Essentially, these guys will probably end up going south to cover this area, which is probably the most likely avenue at this point. I'm hating that I'm probably gonna have to turn this guy around, but not the worst thing in the world. This is gonna be a nice thing to just immediately start lobbing shells this turn. I think if
Sorry, I'm back.
yeah, no worries.
No change for weather.
Damn.
My officer will try to self-rally over here. And succeed. For my self-rally, I will rally the 7 morale unit in AA7.
Okay.
And fail. They will lose their DM. And then my officer will attempt to rally the unit over here.
Okay.
And also fail, but it loses its DM. I think that's it.
Over in O3, it is a concealment loss activity. So I will reveal a commissar. Commissar will try to rally the squad. Just made it. Since commissar has ignored DM. If I'd rolled a 6, though, that would have been a casualty reduction. Or 6 and above, I should say.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Firing past another vehicle is a +1 hindrance, right?
Yeah. Oh, I guess technically we weren't counting for the Tachankas, but whatever.
Or what?
When these guys were firing, technically, depending on where they were shooting, they would have gotten a +1 for it, but whatever. We played through it, so it's no big deal.
Carry over all the way to the. It's the start of my movement phase, right?
I'm sorry for what?
CX carries over to the start of my movement phase.
Yeah.
So all these guys are going to drop concealment and fire on this guy.
Okay.
So that's going to be 10.
4 up 2. Or 4 up 1.
Eight on 4, nothing. CC2 will fire at Z5.
Okay.
It's going to be a 6 up 4, so 4 up 4. Oh no, 6 up 4. Sorry.
I don't think we're. I think we forgot to calculate the CX last time.
Oh right, yes, I'm sorry.
So it's a +5 instead of +4.
And it's actually just a 4 up 4 because those guys are halved.
Yeah, for range, right?
So 4 up 5. Do. Why do I try? Lumen phase. One.
They will get shot at. Ooh.
Why did you make it to hit roll?
You'll see.
Well, if you just shot, you better reveal it.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes they don't. I gotta read the rule here. If the placed the fire is revealed if the colored dice roll is within. All right, so they come in. It comes in concealed. It would have been nice if I had prepped some concealment counters, because this reveals, and then I gotta put this, and I gotta put.
I just want to concede right now. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat.
We got 6 turns.
Yeah, and I haven't killed anybody.
Yeah, but that's.
And I'm going to start getting encircling fire here in a minute from the units in the town and the units that are coming in off the north side or the west edge of the board.
I'm not.
And I have to advance against a completely hidden enemy across an field with no concealment whatsoever. Anyway, all right. Does that hit?
Let me check here. So that range is. View 7, so there's a +1. That was a 2 hit 7. What are we looking at? Infantry. Non-assault movement applies, so there's a -1. There's a +1 for the hindrance, so it's still 7. I think it's going to be a hit.
Yeah, do you get open ground as well?
No, because you get the there's a +1 for the mist, so it should negate it. That is a 4 firepower shot. 8 on 4 is nothing. And I should leave 2 residual.
Two.
And I have rate, so I will shoot again. And I think this time we'll reveal them. I didn't put my acquisition. I'll just put a French one. Oops.
Are you sure? I think you're only in range, aren't you?
Hmm?
That might be a hit.
Yeah, that'll be a hit. So it's another 4 firepower. It's the exact same result as last time. This will flip to a -2 and clone for another 2 residual. And that is considered first fire. I'm actually going to put that on top of it.
Into 8-0. So you have some units that can fire on them theoretically.
He's fine there. I just want to make it annoying for everybody else that's running.
Well, I mean, in a couple turns, you're just going to be shooting them up like gangbusters, so it's all right.
Well, I mean, my guys can also get shot like gangbusters.
Not really.
Well, I have to come in from the west.
Who is the one in cover here?
Yeah, but my guys
does not have a terrain modifier on it. One.
But my guys that are all coming off board are also going to be super.
So what? I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but so my point is that I'm having to move on board, and there's no cover, right? So if anybody breaks, I can't route anywhere.
That's 1.
Okay.
2, 3.
Okay.
Sorry, they're moving to the stack, so if you want to shoot at them, go for it.
No, they're good.
1. Wait a second. Sorry, 1.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
3, 4.
Sure.
Oh, are you shooting, or are they okay?
No, they're good. They're good.
1.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Shot from L2. So it'll be a 2 down 2 shot. 5 on 2 NMC. Stop. Sinker reveals. It's going to be 8 firepower down 2. 1 MC.
Might as well just delete them now.
The same guy subsequence. 10 down to 5, so 4 down 2. 5 on 4, 1 MC. The guys there will subsequent. It's 1 down 2. Sniper. Casualty reduce and 1 MC. No residual either. Alright, so 2 snipers. But they at least become a half squad. Your sniper first. Oh, and okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh boy.
Basically, pick of the litter here. 1, 2, 3, 5. I don't know. I'll pick V5. So on a vehicle, stuns and recalls. Stuns and recalls. I think it's just gonna be a stun. Stun.
I don't think they can be stunned because they're not in a covered vehicle. It's a sledge. AFE, CE, vehicle. Was it AT 14 point? Yeah. Breaks inherent crew of an unarmored vehicle, partially armored AIV. Immobilizes unarmored vehicle. CA 14.33. So it breaks the crew and immobilizes it.
A sniper attack versus an unarmored vehicle itself can only immobilize it, and only if the sniper DR was a 1, which it was. There's no further effect versus already immobilized. Yeah, so it just, the sledge becomes immobile. That's it. Effectively, I must have like shot out one of the horses or something. But yeah, that's it.
I'm just going to remove concealment from all of these guys because they are all going to be moving, well, except for the immobilized guy, and he just got shot. So
Yeah, I mean, I think they should have been seen by the guy I had in the woods anyways, but whatever.
Well, I mean, they're seen over here as well, so.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's just lazy. All right, I think that's all of them.
Okay.
One.
Okay.
2, 3.
Yeah, I'll shoot. 6 up 1. 1 MC.
Are wooden buildings 1 or 2?
They're 2, but it's not assault movement, so it's down 1. Okay, is that right?
G. One.
Okay. Firepower down 2, so nothing.
This unit will unload.
Okay.
One.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Stop there. Damn. They remain concealed, thankfully. Did I not put a twice now? Wait, why do I have? Oh, okay. That's the right. And sorry, I need to get some concealed. And yeah. This guy in Q2 will shoot. That is a nope.
So these guys get out automatically.
Two, three, four, five. No.
Over to you.
Alright. R2 will reveal. And they will shoot it to Q2 for a 4 down 1 shot. Bricks the gun. K4 will shoot at Z1 for 4 up 1. GTC. No rate. Leader pins. Cool.
No, I mean, is there anything that requires me to have my leader on top?
Leader always takes it first so that they can apply their bonus. Z0 will subsequent against her final fire, I should say. So doubled halves, so it's still 2 up 2 shot. That's a miss. Z5 will shoot at CC2 for 4 up 1. NMC. And no rate. No rate. Oh, heat of battle.
I surrender.
You got a heat of battle.
Yeah, I know. The last time that happened, I surrendered.
Well, I think that might not be the case here.
So it's not elite. It's not broken or experienced. We are Russians. Russians, allied miners. I guess it doesn't matter. So that's a +2, right?
Yeah.
So just a +2, I think.
Yeah. Actually, our leaders are always considered elites. Elite 825.
Jesus Christ.
Silman. SMC are elite. Alright, so he gets a -1.
It doesn't matter.
You get a 11 instead of 12. Well, actually, it wouldn't be 12 anyways. What's this roll? So it's a 9, so it becomes 10. So berserks. And then you roll to see if that affects the guy with him. Because berserk transfers downwards if it's a leader. Where's the leader consequences? When a leader goes berserk, he must attempt to change any other friendly units, even if broken or not subject to the same attack in the same location of berserk status. So each such unit must take in a normal task check, subject to the Berserk leader's modification. If they pass the Berserk task check, they become Berserk. If not, there is no change to their status. So there's a -1, essentially.
So I have a question.
Okay.
This is a shock troop squad,
Okay.
so it counts as dare death. So let's see. I'm a little bit confused as to what this refers to. So basically, they can go berserk if at the start of the movement phase, the leader tells them to go berserk. Basically,
Right.
the leader may go berserk at the same time, provided each such leader is infantry to whom none of the conditions given in the above apply. And okay, so yeah, no, they're gonna roll. They do not.
Yeah. So they stay.
Well, bye to that leader. Yeah, keep going.
I think that's it for shots. Yeah. Take off residual, defensive fire.
These units will fire group at the Sanger.
Okay. So it's 8 firepower. 2, I think.
Up to.
I think
Or is it
Sanger's ahead.
like foxholes where they don't get the terrain.
Let's see here. TM +1 versus other attacks. Just says +1. So 8 up 1.
Q2 will fire at those guys.
Okay.
So it's going to be a 2 up 3, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And why not? AA1 will fire at those guys.
So 2 up 1.
Route. Let's see. I think those guys die. It's the best thing.
They would surrender, but I am going to refuse. So no quarter is now in effect. There is no quarter. There we go. Axis. So I cannot take prisoners now.
All right, that's it.
Right. Advances. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize advances were done. I think all these CXs on the right side should come off. I'm just gonna delete them. Since I'm pretty sure they would have come off in the last turn. Do you want to? I'll just roll for weather and we'll stop here.
Sure, if you want, I can go for another to finish off this turn if you want to do that.
Oh, okay. Might as well. Take off the pins. That there. 6 was the weather, so no change. Rally phase. I have my broken MG. 3 does not cut it.
We'll try and rally here.
Okay. Nice.
I will try and fix this guy.
Nice.
That's everybody.
Okay. Pre-fire. Still not like that one. Z5 will shoot at AA1, so 4 up 2. That's gonna brick that machine gun. K4 will shoot at J0, 4 up 1. That's a miss. No rate. I'm going to reveal conscripts here, and both of them will shoot at M2 for 12 up 2. 6, 8 on 12. It's a 1 MC. The crew in R2 will shoot at the 447 P1. So one, I think it's a down 1 shot. On 1, it's a miss. O3 will also shoot at M2 for instead it'll be a 2 up 2. That's a miss. Z0 to AA1 for 6 up 2. Sniper. That'll be 5 on 6, 1 MC.
So is that an ELR or no?
10, no, since it's not over the 3. And then your sniper. Okay. Just DC. Q2 will also shoot at 447 and P1. Cowers, and it's gonna be a miss. You know what? I'll try. T3 will try shooting at S1. What is the line of sight on this? That is absolutely no. 2 hits. That would have been a good shot. I don't think there's any LOS to anybody, but whatever. We'll just reveal anyways. And I5 will shoot at H0. And bricks that gun.
Just a dumb question. Can you put artillery in a house?
Might have messed that one up. Artillery. No, I think they can. It's just not on the upper floor. But let's see here. That might actually be wrong. And we're going to operate. Small target size. Is it a small target size gun? No. Alright, they can't occupy there. I will toss them. What is still There. They'll be more vulnerable there.
I mean, I think if it's fortified, they can do it, I believe.
It's not fortified, so it wouldn't matter anyways. That's it for prep fire movement. That's still dangerous. O4 is going to assault move the ground floor. And L0 will assault move to L1.
Sure, why not? These units will fire on it.
Okay. Is that just
Up one? I think both of those.
so both of them?
Yep.
So 12 up 1.
7 on 12 is 1 MC.
And breaks.
M2 will. Oh, okay, because we're right. Never mind.
And no other moves anyways. Defensive fire.
All right, we'll start with this guy. The half squad will fire here.
Okay.
Do flat, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Machine gun and unit here will fire at this unit.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a 2 up 2.
Range 6, yep. 2 up 2.
This unit will fire here. 10 up 1.
Okay.
So 8 up 1. 6 on 8 is a 1 MC.
Breaks.
Hit rate,
For the LMG, yep.
So I will fire that again. So that's going to be a 2 up 1.
Mm-hmm.
This unit will fire at this guy.
Okay.
It's going to be a 2 up 2, I believe.
Mm-hmm. 2 up 1, but yeah.
I CX'd. So.
Oh, right.
This unit, 01 will fire at 03.
Okay.
4 up 2.
4 up 3, but yeah.
So pin test check. Or, I'm sorry, up 3 or up 4?
It's up 3. Should be
So
normal.
that's an NFC. Yeah.
Normal. Break pass. And sniper. No sniper.
Lastly, this unit will fire here. It's a 6 up 3, I believe.
Which unit? Oh, yeah. Yeah, 6 up 3.
So 6 on 6 is 1 MC.
Breaks.
I'm sorry. Nope. That should be up 4. So back that up. It's an NMC. So
How's it up 4?
CX.
Yeah, but the building's supposed to.
House wall. So that's 3, right?
No, I don't get the wall. I only get the building.
Oh, okay.
Besides, it would have still been a break even if it was an NMC.
Do machine guns have a covered arc?
LMGs, no. MMGs, no. It would have to be larger ones. The only times covered arc comes in is if would be like movement phase.
Oh, okay. And this medium machine gun will fire at the units on the top floor or the first floor here.
Okay.
So I think that's going to be a 4 up 3.
Yep.
So 6 on 4 is a normal morale check.
Morale. Breaks the crew. And sniper. 2. I can't affect the sledge. I have a choice between V4 or the broken guys. Those guys are unpacked though, and I wouldn't do anything to broken guys. So the crew is pinned.
And I got raid on the machine gun, so we'll fire again.
Okay.
Same target.
Okay.
It's up 3, so nothing.
You rolled 3 3s in a row. Nuts.
The LMG and S3 will try to fire at your artillery.
Okay.
I think it's clear except for the drift.
Yeah, but the drift wouldn't apply. What's this look like?
So it's
Yeah.
going to be a 2 up 1. No, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
a 1 up 1. 1 up 2.
7.
No, 1 up 1.
Yeah, it's just 1 up 1. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes, you have to decide if that guy's going to surrender.
No.
So dead, no quarter on both sides. The guys in R2 upper floor are just going to go down. Guys in Q2 are going to go in the same spot. Take prep off. Offensive. Yeah. The broken commissar is going to go into P3. And next guy. Does he have to route if the guy's broken next to him? I can't surrender. He will low crawl. If he has to move, riding. Known enemy unit that is both unbroken and armed. Okay, well, it'll just stay there. What else could I do? Oh, they'll low crawl to Y1. That's it.
So I think my guy can stay there because I'm in a building.
Yeah. Advance phase. L2 will go into M2. Stay there. Yeah, that'll be it. CC, ambush roll. 5. I don't think my guys are stealthy or anything either. So no ambush. I could declare hand to hand.
Hand rules are in effect, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's the last sentence of SSR1. 3 to 1.
We don't get a choice, do we?
Maybe at a 1 to 4. No, yeah, hand to hand. It wouldn't be melee, but anyways, it'll be hand to hand. I don't think there's any modifiers other than you being CX, so I get a -1. So that's a kill for me. God. All right. Turn 4 White Russians. Pause here.
No weather change.
No weather? Okay. Turn 4 Russians. Post weather. Cool. This turn's gonna get crazy.
Yep. Well, I will see you tomorrow, barring problems.
Yep, sounds good. Have a good one.
Too.
Man, this last turn is giving me anxiety. Actually, I can fix that later. I gotta remind myself. I think malfunction should remove acquisition. I think I forgot to do that. Acquired targets. Where's the malfunction? Malfunction. Or gun malfunction or fire smoke. Okay, cool. I need to remove that next time. Yeah, this one's gonna be tough. Losing the full squad, my good full squad, and the LMG with them sucks. The only thing I can claim is a squad and a half. Oh, I should put the victory points as well. BC Hex. Give him the one there. Technically, he controls AA1, so that, I believe, is also the victory hex. You know what? I'm gonna have to save anyways, so delete this. It's setup area, yeah? Each building, pillbox, Russia setup. Okay, cool. Setup area. F to BB, yeah, okay. So, LVP requirements down by 4. So 17 are required. There's, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I think I counted those two. 23. If you count the one top here. 24, 25. I think there's 25 LVP. Sounds about right. I think my 8-0 leader is also not a... Yeah, my 8-0 leader is the non-commissar one. Because my commissar is over here. So that's going to suck to try and rally these guys. What else? Commissar over here. I think my commissar, when he rallies, won't take the DM. I think commissars are immune to DMs. Or is it just the units they rally? So always attempt self-rally. Cool. So, yeah, it doesn't say that they ignore DM, so it sucks. And then 3 broken weapons, like... Oh. The LMG's probably... It's 5? Shit, that has to stay upstairs. Of course it does. I guess technically I could have run them upstairs, but whatever. At this rate, that's kind of cheating. Even though it's something I could have legally done. Wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, breaking this gun sucks. Breaking this MMG sucks. Breaking this MMG really sucks. Artillery being in the wrong spot means that sucks. I don't know where else I would have put it though. You know, alternative would have been to have, like, I don't know, have him hang out in like X10 or something. There's not just. Oh, I could have probably put him in L4. Had L4 pointing this way, I guess. That's probably what I should have done. That's a bad setup on my part. Limited view, I guess. I mean, no matter what, you're kind of limited in the view you're gonna get, but yeah. Now my only saving grace will be to like have this just kind of shoot there and hope for the best and try to get line of sight on stuff here, I guess. But yeah, this is not going well for me. Actually, what's my stats here? 7.46. Yuck. My rallies are good. CC's okay, but that's only because I have a 1 of each. Other 786. 2 hits, 8. Morale checks, 8. I always get diced on morale checks, I find. I don't think I've ever gotten really lucky on morale checks. White Russians turn 4. Boost other. Well, in any case, as mentioned earlier, we will be back tomorrow, potentially with the conclusion of this. It's going to be very interesting to see how this one plays out, because I get a lot of reinforcements, a lot of cavalry, a lot of... Keep that in mind. What are we looking at here? My reinforcements are 13 squads, 2 crews, 2 leaders, 2 MMGs, 3 LMGs, a DC, and all of this comes in on 4 horses for cavalry and 2 sledges. Which, I mean, it's all right, I suppose. It's not, not the best stuff. But essentially, I'm going to want to come in on this section and minimize any line of sight these have, which I don't think. I think the worst one's going to be this MMG. Infantry guns pointing the wrong way. I mean, they can turn it, obviously, so that's going to be something to watch out for. I kind of feel like maybe Hypno is going to shoot into the village at the upper levels, but that, I don't know. I don't think that's going to last very long. I think they will definitely want to turn it. All these guys here is just a pain in the ass, because sure, I can get into these woods, but getting past the woods is going to be the tough part. At this rate, I think the best thing I can hope for would be in their move or in my prep fire on the turn these guys come in, to have these guys either break or move. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'll run everybody down this corridor and either unload into these woods. If I can, maybe push it into this building. I'm not really sure yet. I might have, the MMGs set up in AA8 and essentially just stay there. Yeah, like I'll probably just have them stage in these woods, have the MMGs there, maybe with the 9-1 leader, just to make the shots a little bit better, and then everybody else is just gonna essentially cram into these woods and then CX from C6 to M6. I think that's the only way I can really try to recuperate here. Hypno didn't move anybody on the right, which like these guys didn't move. Some of them are cavalry, so maybe that explains some of the stuff. But I'm surprised some of the other units didn't move. Yeah, essentially, I just need to make sure that I'm not gonna lose 17 LVP on I'd say about this, which I've got 1, 2, 3 for pillbox, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And it's cutting it close. 14 if you want to count the OPQ building, and was it 14 I said? 15 if you count Q6, R6, R7, Q8. Yeah. It's yeah. I mean, I don't think Hypno will grab, these. I'm gonna be essentially fighting real hard for him. So at least I've got that on my side. But yeah, not really ideal. Although at the very least, I think it's gonna be it'll be nice. Like this crew is essentially staying in the bunker the entire game. I don't care what happens, because as soon as Hypno sends units over here, even if it's with a DC or whatever, they'll just keep shooting. And as soon as they get into the hex or become vulnerable, this infantry gun is just gonna blow them away. And I don't really have to worry about the bunker necessarily, or the pillbox, I should say, because the pillbox will have a +7 from that direction. But yeah, this is yeah. So this one's gonna be Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough. I'm gonna be depending on these reinforcements a lot. 2 hexes of 12 Q7. Q7? Enter on turn 6. 2 hexes. Oh, Q10. Oh, okay. I can see how this would be welcome. I might actually have to do that. I might have to bring in the conscripts on turn 6. Just for the extra bodies to guarantee here. Because even if it costs me 1 LVP, if I can use, especially a 10-0 commissary, if I can use that guy to re-secure 2 buildings, then it's already worth it. But yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. So in any case, see you guys tomorrow, and take care.